Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling tune-up Tuesday. And yesterday we are doing our mindset tune-ups with laughter. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is she up to now? Who knows? Let's just look at it and find out. So I was thinking about our tune-ups. We've done tune-ups on business. We've done tune-ups on our mindset. But this year, my word for the year is fun. It's all about fun in 2021. And I thought, how can we bring fun into this week? Because April is Humor Month. I thought this would be a really cool month to do some fun things. So I got thinking about it. Yesterday, Magic Money, the magic of laughter. Today, we are tuning up our mindset with laughter. And how can we do this? Very simple. I got some nine nine things, nine things to help you bring some laughter into your day and create that laughter mindset and help you find the laughter in the day. So number one, and these are in no particular order. They're just in no particular. It's just the way I thought about them. Is watch a funny video. There are tons of them on YouTube. There are all the silly movies, all the silly videos that come out about the animal antics, human antics, the stupidity that humans get into, and you really wonder what the hell they were thinking when they attempted to do something that looked totally ridiculous and cracks you up. Listen to podcasts. There are a lot of humor podcasts out there, a lot of comedy ones and things. So go find your favorite comedian. Maybe they have a podcast and get some joy that way. Listen or read biographies by comedians, even by regular people. I mean, Michael Caine's biography, What's It All About? I found that, yes, serious at times, but there was some of the ways he described situations had me cracking up laughing. And I actually physically read the book, not listened to it on audio. But like Carol Burnett and Billy Crystal, I have listened to both of their books on audio with them reading their books, narrating their own books. It was freaking hilarious. I was out, and the first time I listened them through, I was out walking. I'd be out walking Gus every morning and every evening. No, in the mornings, because Brad would walk him in the evenings. I would walk Gus in the mornings, and I would be cracking up laughing the entire walk, listening to Carol Burnett and Billy Crystal talking about things in their lives, about the people that they met, the incidences that they've had along the way. You get them doing their different voices. You get hearing about different movies or shows that they've been in, some of the behind the scenes stuff. It was really, really funny. And I would just crack up laughing while I was walking. Create a Pinterest board. I discovered this one and I thought, that's such a stupid idea. Capture those silly photographs, those little comic strips, put them into a Pinterest board. So when you need a laugh, you go onto Pinterest, you go into your board there, and you can have a laugh. Remember, one of my favorite pictures is of let me see if I can remember what type of dog it was. I think it was a white Siberian Husky. He's laying on the floor and his tongue's just hanging out, and he just has this look of laughter in his eyes. Everything about this dog's face is just pure joy. And every time I see that picture, it just lightens my heart. It just makes me laugh because it's just such a silly picture. So create two Pinterest boards. One's of things that make you happy, and one's of things that make you laugh. And that way, if you just need just a little mood boost, you can go in there and you can either look at laughter or you can look at something just to make you happy, depending on what you feel like at the time. Hang around kids and grandkids and just watch them play. I mean, discovering one thing I love about having the grandkids around is that, especially with Dharmic, when I used to take him to the zoo or the museums and things, was watching him was rediscovering the world through his eyes. And I love watching the grandkids sit around and play together. They're absolutely hilarious. They come up with the stupidest ideas, and I'm sort of like, I used to come up with stupid ideas like that when I was a kid, and it would take me back to some of my happiest memories of when I was a kid, and some of the stuff my sibling, my brothers, and I used to get up to. Hang around kids and grandkids and just watch them play. Nieces, nephews. If you've got kids in your life, just sit back and watch them play. The innocence of a child and just the crazy stuff they come up with. It just, even if when they don't come up with crazy stuff, just to watch them play, it brings such joy to my heart. Don't go hanging out at the playground. That would be creepy. Spend time, if you've got dogs, cats, goats, Yes, and I'm talking about those little pygmy goats. I've seen so many videos of those pygmy goats lately. It's hilarious. But dogs, cats, goats, etc. Watch them play. I mean, Zeffy gives me laughter day after day after day. I mean, right now, if you hear any thudding, she's playing with her Kong. She gets it in her mouth, she tosses it, and because of the weight of it, it goes flying out of her mouth. And then she like stands there and just looks around like, "Oh, what the hell just happened?" And so she brings me a lot of joy and happiness, and you can always do that. Um, Another one that I like to do occasionally is like if those days where I have to put the stuff on the face, like the makeup things, is think about when you put it. I mean, some women will totally get this. You know, you're doing the mascara, and you're like, and you're pulling these funny faces, and there's times that I'm like got the mascara on, you know, like here, and I'm like trying to get it on the eyelash, and I look at myself in the mirror and I just crack myself up because I'm pulling all these stupid funny faces as I'm trying to, you know, and you're trying to get that eyeliner on, and there's all sorts of funny things that you can do when you're putting makeup. But you know, for the guys, just think of the funny faces you pull when you're shaving. Or you're like, just do stupid things in the mirror. You know, have you ever tried to silent giggle? You know those times where you just sit there and you go, and you try to hold the laughter in. You just, I don't know. I don't even think of anything when I do that. I just get there and I'm just like, I'm just going to sit here and giggle. Oh, what did they call it? Trying to think. In the movie of Coupling, they've got this. Oh, I can't think of the term, but basically, you're in a really and the episode was absolutely hilarious. You're in a very very serious situation, like a funeral. But then depending on the person, that may not be so funny. It may be absolutely hilarious because it could have been the type of person they were. Um, what do they call it? The giggle. Oh, I can't remember what they call it. But you think of they demonstrate it by thinking of glasses just stacking one on top of the other, and the glasses are starting to sway and all that. And but you're in something serious like a funeral, and you just get the fits of the giggles, and you're trying so hard not to laugh. So you sit there and you're sort of like, and then it just gets to gigaloop. It was the gigaloop. They call it the gigaloop, and you just get into the state where you just get this in your mind. You just got the fits of the giggles, and you're in some serious situation somewhere, like a funeral, um, and everybody around you is so serious and somber, and you just get this fit of the giggles, and you're trying to hold it in, and then all of a sudden you can't hold back any longer, and all of a sudden this laugh just bursts forth. It's called the gigaloop, and and there's times that, and you can just think of that, just sit there and just think about, okay, I am not going to laugh. I am not going to laugh. I am not going to sit here. I'm going to be serious. I'm going to be serious. And you can't stop yourself. You just start laughing. Because here's the thing, is that your subconscious doesn't know the difference between do and don't, or not and do. I am not going to laugh. And so in your brain, it's going, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. Whether you put that little word not in there or not, it doesn't matter. It's like people turn around and say, oh, I'm not going to get sick. I'm not going to catch that cold. And their brain doesn't hear the word not. It just hears, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to catch the cold. And you basically psych yourself into being sick, even though you don't want to be. So this is where you got to turn things around. So if you turn around and sit there and go, I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to laugh. It's like when somebody turns around and I've had a pretty good run with this. I'm not perfect at it, but sometimes I can get people to smile even when they don't want to. And you can almost hear them inside their head going, I am not going to smile. Nothing she does is going to make me smile. I am going to sit here so serious. And of course, their facial expression of they're trying to be serious and not laugh is what cracks me up. And then of course starts them laughing. I used to do it to Brad all the time. He would sit there like, and the more I tried to make him laugh, the tighter he would pull his face. He was so determined he wasn't going to laugh. And eventually he would. So yeah, I'm one of those people. Do funny dances. Sing out loud. Even if you can't sing, just sing. Sing a song. Sing out loud. Sing out. Who used to sing that one? Sing a song. Sing out loud. Sing out strong. Who used to sing that? I have to go look that up. But anyway, so just go do some funny things today. Look up some funny stuff today that you can have handy. So if you do need that laugh, what's your favorite comic strip? Do you follow your favorite comic strip online? Remember, Brad had one that he used to watch. He not used to watch. He used to go online and read it every. There was like a series of comic strips he would go read every day, and he'd be sitting there on his iPad, and all of a sudden he'd start laughing. Oh, what you doing? Oh, just the comic strip I'm reading today. I'm like, oh, which one are you reading today? Just out of curiosity. I was looking for a good comic strip to. Garfield used to be one of my favorites. And in New Zealand we have one called Foot Rot Flats. That's definitely got to be the top of my thing. Foot Rot Flats, yes, and dog. I have a dog. Anyway, so go out today, find some laughter in your day, start that mindset with the Chin Up today. Chin Up Tuesday is all about laughter today. Find those things that make you laugh. And it doesn't have to be out loud laughing, although those are really good, because when you get those good deep belly laughs going, remember it's a good internal. Oh, where did I read today? Somebody wrote, who was it? That what was that saying that I came across this morning? It was something about when you get a good laugh going, you're running on the inside, not the outside. Or it's like going for a jog inside without going outside to do it. Something like that. Anyway, so go find some funny movies to watch, some funny books to listen to. Especially biographies, especially if they're written by the person who they're about. They're even better than the ones written where the person who the book is written, where the biography is written by somebody, but they're not the person narrating it. They have somebody else narrate instead. You want the ones like Carol Burnett's and Billy Crystal's, where they are narrating their own books, because they put their own inflection on things, on how they want you to hear things, which makes it even funnier. So go find some funny, create your fun library, your laughter library of comic strips and podcasts and audiobooks and videos. Totally lost my train of thought. You just go create your fun library. So those days when you're feeling down, you need a little pick me up and a little laughter in your life, you've got your library there. You can go and enjoy it, especially if you're on Pinterest and you've got your laughter board and you've got your happy board. This one makes me feel happy. This one just makes me roar out with laughter. And there are some books that you read, like you might have a favorite author that every time you read their books, you end up laughing because of the way they write things, the way they have a certain character that may have certain traits that every time this character walks in the room, you're like, oh crap, now what's going to happen? What weird things they're going to say? What weird things they're going to do? And you know those characters, the ones that, especially when you're watching a TV show or something, a comedy show, and somebody walks in the room and they open their mouth and go, well, have you heard of that? And you're like, oh my gosh. And this happens to me every time, even though I have watched couplings multiple times. Every time Jeff comes up with a theory, I'm just sort of like, oh, damn, here we go again. Or if Steve gets on one of his, I don't know who the writers were for these, but Steve's monologues and couplings are just dynamite. They are dynamite. Yes, I'm just going to leave it at that. But those are one of my favorite go-to comedy. My favorite go-to comedy show is couplings, just because of when Jeff comes up with a theory, you're like, okay, let's get this going and see where it's going to go. And then if Steve gets on one of his rants, which is his monologues, they are amazing, incredible monologues. So anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling Tune Up Tuesday. Fill it with laughter. Fill it with love, because when you've got the laughter going, there's lots of love to be had around, lots of gratitude to be had around, and all other sorts of good things happen. You feel good. It boosts your mood. It wakes you up. You have silly dead puppies that you can go watch. Well, I do anyway. She's sitting here whining. I don't know. What's the matter, sweet girl? Come here. You want to come up? Her idea of coming up lately is to put her front two paws up on the bench here so she can get a belly scratch. And she stays fully stretched while she gets her belly scratched. So anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling Tune It Up Tuesday. Go fill it with some laughter today, and we will catch you guys later this evening. Hey, konara.